Hey everybody, it's Dr. Bruce Guillory here with Health Source Chiropractic in Atascocita, Texas. And today that I'm recording this video for you guys is December the 28th. We have what, 5 days left in the year, 4 days left in the year, I guess. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 4 days left in the year 2021 is where we are. Boy, the older I get, the harder it is to remember what the heck year it is. I've had enough of those behind me now, I guess. And this is the time of year where on January 1st, people have these New Year's resolutions, and the stats say that by the time you get to like the third week or something, they're out the window and you're back to living the same lifestyle you want most of the time. So there's that bit of encouraging news to start the day off with, right? But let me go ahead and give you the encouraging news. Man, I read I read a post today on social media from the husband of a lady that I grew up with, a family I grew up with, and this lady's husband was diagnosed a while back with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and that's becoming, unfortunately, more and more common in the generations that exist now because of the standard American lifestyle that we live in, this particularly the standard American diet that we have. And remember, the standard American diet stands for SAD, or as those three letters at the beginning of each of those words. It's not good. It's really not good, and it can cause illness, almost like you're an alcoholic. I mean, it's crazy. And I had the one thing that I said on his post after he posted what he had done and changed his lifestyle and is headed in the right way by cutting out bad carbs and cutting out sugars. So I said, you know what? If lifestyles can make us ill, and obviously they can, that's the perfect example there, then lifestyles can make us well. And there are just untold numbers of examples of how lifestyle has taken someone from diabetic or fatty liver disease or whatever it may be to a healthier version of them and to someone who doesn't have that diagnosis anymore. They're literally healed, That's the best medicine. The medicine actually heals you and doesn't just change your numbers on a lab report. Let's actually heal the body, and lifestyle can do that. Man, what a great time for us to learn this lesson. We're here in the middle of another round of COVID, the Omicron variant, and what they're finding once again is that the people that have taken the best care of themselves have the least issues with these illnesses. It's just, guys, there's just never been a better time to come to that understanding that our lifestyles are what's killing us or making us miserable in our latter years, So let's spin that around. It's not too late. It's not too late. So when you're going to go ahead and set your New Year's resolutions, buddy, you ought to start now. You should have started a month ago setting your goals. Don't use that term New Year's resolutions, because to me that has a negative connotation. But you set your goals and you set your plan. Because if you just write a goal out there, I want to weigh 155 pounds and I right now currently weigh 175 or whatever it is, but you don't have a plan to do that, that's ridiculous. You can't just set a goal, You got to do something. You can't just set a goal to climb a mountain and stand there at the bottom and say, that's my goal. You got to have a plan of action. How are you going to do it? How are you going to train to get to the top of that mountain? Who's going to help you get to the top of that mountain? What tools are you going to use to get to the top of that mountain? So I encourage you to set some goals in just a handful of areas, right? Health. Set your health goals, right? Figure out who's going to help you get there. Figure out what tools you need to get there. All right, let's also set some mental health goals. And guys, let me just say this. We have so much available on these little things like I have right here, this phone. We have so many inputs available, minute by minute, second by second. There's just so many options to entertain yourself by scrolling and scrolling. And as much as we should know that we shouldn't eat a ton of junk food for our body, we need to make sure we don't consume a lot of junk food for our mind. And all this scrolling, like that, is mostly junk food. Almost all junk food. Some of it's kind of cool, right? It was fun for me to look and see everybody's kids on Christmas morning on Facebook and see how everybody was enjoying it and the cool family pictures y'all took, etc. Really awesome to see that. But so much more of it is just mindless junk food for your mind, okay? Just not good. Limit your inputs. Be picky about what you're going to allow in here this coming year. So there's physical health, mental health. What about spiritual health? What are you going to do to help your soul? Are you going to volunteer for a good charity of some sort on a regular basis? Are you going to make donations to them? Are you going to invest in some people's lives? That's food for your soul when you invest in someone else's life. Are you going to read the Bible this year? Man, there's great apps on your ding, ding, ding on this device right here that you can use that'll walk you through reading the entire Bible in a year. My personal goal is to read all of the Gospels 3 times this year, right? one a month, 3 different times. That's one of my spiritual goals for this upcoming year. So you got physical goals, you got mental goals, you got spiritual goals, you have some financial goals, okay? So how much are you going to save this year? How much are you going to invest this year? You may have some vacation goals too. What kind of vacations are you going to take? Have some fun goals like that. You may have a goal to buy a new car or buy some new toy, etc. First, make sure that you really, really want that new toy. Make sure when you think about that toy, you're going, heck yes, not kind of like, oh, that'd be cool. Make sure it's something that makes you go, heck yeah, I want that. Otherwise, the answer should be, heck no, I don't need that right now. So one of my thing goals actually this year is less. I'm reading a book right now. Let me grab it because I recommend it to everybody. It's called Essentialism. I don't know if that reads backwards on y'all's video or not, but it's called Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg, I don't know how to say that last name, McCowan or something like that. And great stuff in there. One of the things I'm doing this year, my goal is less of some things. One of my things is I'm taking all of my clothes that are hanging and I'm turning them around and hanging them the other way. As the year goes through and I wear, let's say, this shirt, when I put it back up, I'm going to hang it the correct way. At the end of the year, I'm going to see how many hangers are hanging the wrong way, and I'm going to take those clothes, and I'm going to realize that I don't need those, and I'm going to give them to a local charity that can use them either to sell them or to clothe some people that need clothes that come to their place of business, if you will. So, yeah, good book. So, and what books are you going to read? Man, this is not junk food for the mind. This is nourishing the mind right here. So yeah, let's do more of that. So that's my message for this week as we get into the new year. We are open this week. Today is Tuesday. We're going to be here from 2:30 to 6 seeing patients. We're in the office this morning doing some stuff, normal catch-up work and some other things that we need to do. We'll be in all day on Wednesday and all day on Thursday. And then Friday is New Year's Eve. We're going to be off. And I wish you guys a phenomenal and safe New Year's. And I hope that 2022 brings you guys massive blessings, just like you guys have brought to my life over the past year or years or decades, as the case may be. This is talking to you, Coach Rob, who's been around me since before I had kids and been a patient of mine. Anyway, God bless you. Have an outstanding 2022. Be safe this weekend. Celebrate and plan for the new year. Physically, mentally, spiritually, right? Take care, guys. See ya. Bye.